Hello and welcome to Alchemist Swim. I'm Alchemist Jen. Thanks for joining me on this fine day. I hope it's a good one for you. Today's whim of the day is to crochet and to show you my doodle. So I made a ghost. Ghosty goodness. It just felt appropriate. In spooky season or whatever. People like them. I got a shirt with a bunch of little ghosts on it. It's fun. It says boo. I know, random things. I'm just talking about random things. It's good. It's good. Alright, so ghosty goodness. Doodle of the day. And then I am working on my octopus. So I'm crocheting this tentacle. The last video I did, I counted to 48 because that's the length of those stitches, and I thought I'm just gonna do that first and then jump into crocheting. I'm gonna changing it up. I'm also dyeing some fiber, so you might hear little clicks of the stove turning itself, turning the burners back on here and off there, as they're regulating heat and heating all that beautiful fiber. So that's what is happening in the background. I have one batch done and dry. I have one batch drying, and I have one batch cooking. So that's pretty cool. And then that should finish out the custom order, and then I have some more fibers that I will make into other bats, or see if I want to re-dye any of the other ones that I've already done. Just out of seeing what they produce and how they create a mix of animal type fibers for the custom order that I was requested to produce. So how exciting. And yay for felting fiber and spinning fiber because it's super fun. I also find it's a little bit more finicky with dyeing than it is yarn. The fibers just act differently when they're so wide open compared to when they're spun and they're a little closed off. They're so receptive to dye. Sometimes they'll split the dyes a little bit too prematurely, and then you end up with something that's going to be chunky as far as where the dyes settle. Sometimes it'll drop a little bit, and then suddenly you've got this massive dye at the bottom of a section of fiber that you didn't know was there until you start stirring the fiber a little bit more. Not speaking from experience at all. I mean, I don't know, it's a surprise. So I'm hoping that by also adding a layer of processing with the drum carder, that I will have more consistency with the fibers, especially since these are going to be used for felting. So you want to have something that is more of a flat color than a variegated one. So it's kind of what I'm thinking and hoping. I do have some that are due on Saturday, so it looks like my drum carder that I'm anticipating arriving is delayed. I have no reason why other than the shipping just says delay. So I don't know what's going on with that. It might still show up when it says it will, but I have no real information there, so we'll see what happens. It would help those fibers look more consistent in color, so I'm hoping I get it in time, but it will be what it will be. So that's fun in Fiberland. I think that I'm still really excited. I was like, I'm starting a sentence, but I don't know where I'm going with it. Then realizing that think is probably the wrong word to have used in that scenario. So I know that I'm really excited still about taking an online course to do 3D printing. So be using a Prusa printer at the makerspace, and then I'm going to take the Prusa class, P-R-U-S-A, for the type of printer and type of class, because it's an easy online class that walks you through everything. So I'm going to be doing that. I was hoping to have a day that I could just devote to it. So today was not that day. I had other plans to do. I have plans more tomorrow, and so I feel like I just keep bumping it. I don't like that too much, but yeah, it is going to happen. It is going to happen. So I'm all ready. I've got everything I need. I've got PLA filament. I've got access to a drying box so that I can make sure that that filament is super dry when I go to do it. And I have my SD card and SD card cable that I can plug it into my fancy laptop. So I'm ready. I'm so ready to do some 3D printing and to do some 3D designing. So that part I'm really excited about. Just life has other things in there too, so I will get there. I am getting there, just a little later than I wanted to. So yeah, so I think things just keep moving forward. I think that's the important part, right? Any part of life. I'm not stagnant at all, really. I've got lots of things moving, and that part where you have lots of things moving, but you still want more things moving, and then you're tired because you still have lots of things moving. So yeah, that's where I'm at, I'd say. So crocheting this tentacle, happy green. I love this green. It's such a vibrant, beautiful green. The dye, I think the actual name is just lime green. It's a simple color name, but it really is just gorgeous. And on this cotton, it really glows. Give it another camera shot in just a moment when I finish this row. Such a knitting and crochet phrase when I finish this row. And this row becomes the next row, and then, you know, you get stuck in the loop of finishing rows, which is just fine. I think that's healthy and fun. That's how you get projects done, right? Sure. Yeah, so that's what I have going on. So I've done a lot of dyeing this week. I'm hoping to do more, so I'll do some processing obviously this week, but then I really need to get into my crocheting so I can keep working through these patterns. So, and also, you know, I don't watch a lot of TV shows and movies and stuff, but, you know, I think I'm going to try to use that as a motivator to kind of get back into that, just more relaxing times, and to catch up on some different things that are out there. So, you know, it's just simple things just to make life a little bit more fun. Fun is important. So, those are my thoughts. No comfortable place to do it. Just gotta do it. Alright, I've got 3. Aren't they cute? So, I just like at this point, it really looks like a jellyfish. So that's the whim of the day, doing some crocheting, talking about all the other creative things that I'm doing, and then yeah, I think I'll be able to show some fiber too. So I get so, I don't know, so self-conscious about dyeing custom things for people. I know that I'm doing well and whatever. I get so cautious about what how people respond to it. So I don't know. It's just one of those things my head does. So I know it's amazing, and it's fine, and I just have to get over it. But anyway, I'll work through it. Maybe that's a way to say it. It's silly. Maybe it's not so silly. Maybe you deal with it too. Well, that's the whim of the day. We'll see where the whim takes us tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Toodaloo.